Do you know that that thing you are looking for may be right in front of you, but because you are not focused, you could miss so many opportunities? There's a story in Nigeria, or a saying in Nigeria that goes thus: what is in Sokoto may actually be in your Shokoto. Sokoto is a state in Nigeria, and Shokoto means trousers. So it simply means that what you are going all the way to find in Sokoto may just be in your trousers. So today I'll tell you about something I found in my Shokoto, in my trousers. We live in a fast-paced world. There are apps that you could just use to order your meal, and in 10 minutes, your meal will be right in front of you. There are commands you could just type on your device, and before you know, you get the solution. So it's getting harder and harder to be patient, yes, in our fast-paced world. But sometimes you just need to be focused. You just need to follow a process. Nothing good comes easy. You have to follow processes. Now, for young people especially, sometimes you find out that when I meet young people and I interact with them, I find out that they lose many opportunities. Sometimes there are some opportunities that would have opened up for a young person that I knew that I wanted to interact with. But just seeing them in the little interaction I made with them, I realized that they don't have the qualities I need. So I'll just let the opportunities pass. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about a very lucrative opportunity that came to me just about the first year I started, or first or second year I started working. I got a very lucrative speaking opportunity, and I'll tell you what led to that opportunity, and so that young people will learn from it. Yes, in my teen days, to be honest, I wasn't a patient person. And in fact, the older I get, the more patient I've become. Yes, in my teen years, I had an opportunity to present a television program, to be one of the presenters, but because they were not going to pay me, I lost that opportunity. And it was a station, a TV station, statewide TV station. And it wasn't that time of computers. Right now you have computers, you have YouTube, you have social media platforms. Then there were no social media platforms. So televisions and radio stations were the in thing. I had an opportunity to present a program, but because I did not have good mentors and I did not handle the situation well, I lost that opportunity. So, but in my 20s, after graduating, like 2 3 years, I got a job. So while I was doing that job, I love writing. Not I still love writing. Yes, I love writing. So at that point, I was a member of Abuja Literary Society, and I used to attend meetings, just attend meetings, and I was very hardworking there. I was very always willing to help people. So at that point, one day I went for a meeting and I saw a lady. She was in her like 40s or 50s then, and she had two heavy bags that she was carrying, So she had two heavy bags, and I just felt that it was too heavy for her. So I got up while the meeting was on, and I helped her to carry her bag, and she sat beside me. And afterwards, we had a conversation, and we were talking, and I found out that she was the head of an agency in Abuja here, and a federal government agency. And we got talking. She started asking me what I was doing, and I told her that I was volunteering for an NGO. I was volunteering for an NGO, Nigerian Network of NGOs. I was volunteering there. I was the state coordinator. So I told her about the Nigerian Network of NGOs, and we got talking. And after a while, she got in touch with me, and she wanted somebody to speak at an occasion. She wanted secretly dealing with what the society considers shameful? Or are you tormented by your thoughts? Or do you just want to learn from the experience of others? I am Efe Omordia, a trained behavior coach and certified mentor. And here on the Behavior Hub YouTube channel, you will get that objective perspective that you so desperately need. Your life and purpose shouldn't be left to chance. It's time to get intentional. She needed somebody to speak in the Southwest Zonal Sensitization Seminar. It was a colleague of mine then, and she asked me for his number, that she wanted to get in touch with him, and I gave him her number. If I was a typical, if I was trying to be smart, I would have acted like I didn't have the number, and I would have offered to be the person to speak. But I'm not that kind of person. I don't throw people under the bus. Yes, when opportunities come, if it's not for me, I let it go to the person that it comes to. Yes, we should learn to do that. Sometimes opportunities come and we think that is the only opportunity, and we now betray people that are close to us, or we cheat them. That is not the right way to go. Even though in my heart I really wanted the opportunity, but since it wasn't for me, I gave her his phone number and she got in touch with him, and he went ahead to speak at the zonal sensitization seminar. Yes. But later she got in touch with me and said she wanted me to speak in the North Central zonal sensitization seminar. Yes. And the topic I spoke on was mobilizing youth to be volunteers. And it's ironical, isn't it? I met her through trying to help her. I volunteered. It's not like she gave me anything. I just wanted to help her carry her bags. And at the end of the day, she wanted me to talk on mobilizing youth to be volunteer. Yes. And I got that opportunity because I was volunteering for the Nigerian network of NGOs at that point. And at that point, the money that I was paid was huge. It was three times my salary, at least three times my salary. They lodged us in a hotel, in a resort in Lokoja. It was held in Lokoja. And all the perks that came with it, it was a nice experience. And it was something that I had never done before. I had to write a paper, I had to present it. But because I was already good with writing, I was already good with expressing myself, I wrote the paper and I presented it. And it was a beautiful experience. And after that, it led me to another opportunity. Her organization, the federal government organization, they called me to be a member of the committee. They were having International Volunteering Day or something, and they wanted me to be a part of the committee. And that was also another paid opportunity. So you see, one thing led to the other. And the first time, when you have an opportunity, yes, I want to tell you as a young person, when you have an opportunity, give it your best. Sometimes they may be testing you. Sometimes, because she was new in Abuja, she didn't really know people. I think she was transferred from Lagos, the lady in question. So she was trying to make contact, to have contacts in Abuja. She was trying to network with people. So, and when she saw me and she saw that I could do what I did, I presented the paper very well. It opened the door for another opportunity. And as a member of the committee, apart from deliberations, attending meetings, I also wrote and directed a play that was performed at the International Volunteering Day. So it was one opportunity leading to another. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that as a young person, sometimes just go out of your way to volunteer to help. In volunteering, you build your skills, you sharpen your skills. Because when I went to the Abuja Literary Society, yes, I could write and everything, but I never had a platform, I never had an opportunity. So when I got this opportunity, it was an opportunity for me to present a paper, and from there I started doing other things. So sometimes when volunteering opportunities come, even if you are not paid, don't make yourself I don't know how to put it, like it's only about the money. No, sometimes just do things, build your skills, and more opportunities may come. Now, I will give a story. It's a bonus. This story is a bonus, but it's a story about a guy that is presently working for one of the best TV stations in Nigeria. I won't mention the name of the TV station, but he's working there. How did he get the opportunity? He was based in Ibadan. And the station he was working for was a local station in Ibadan, local station, not as big as this national station he works for now. So somebody came and was installing something in that station, something that they had to do with transmission. He's an engineer. I think he's in the engineering aspect of broadcasting. So someone was trying to install something and he just picked interest and he was just part of it. They were not paying him extra, but he decided to just contribute, help the guy, and the guy now taught him how to use the machine. And the guy was a consultant. He came to do the job in Ibadan, taught him how to use the machine, and left. And when he left, then his next project, or a future project, he had a future project, was in a national TV station, and he went to install the same thing he installed in that station in Ibadan. And they were now saying, they were worried that, okay, this thing you're installing, yes, but we don't have people that can use this machine. We don't have people that can use machine. We need to train people. He now said, no, you don't need to train anybody. I know one guy in this station in Ibadan that knows how to use this machine very well, and that is how the guy got a job in one of the best TV stations in Nigeria. It starts with the letter C. I don't want to mention the name of the television station in case I don't know, but I just don't want to mention it. But you will know it starts with the letter C. They've been winning awards for years. I mean, years and years. That's the TV station. They are very, very objective. The presenters are very professional. The environment is very amiable. It's very friendly, employee friendly. So that is the station the guy is working for. So sometimes don't be all about, oh, what's in it for me. Sometimes just go out of your way to help other. It doesn't even matter if you get financial reward at the end of the day. There's something it's doing to you. There's a benefit you are getting. There's a benefit that is many times is even greater than any amount you can get. You are also sharpening your skills in volunteering, in trying to help people. As you try to help people, you are stretching yourself, you are learning new things, you are becoming a better person, you are having good relationships, you are improving your relationships with others. So as a young person, I'll advise you, when you have an opportunity, especially when you don't have responsibilities, because when you are younger, you may be still living with your parents, you don't have to pay school fees, especially when you're not married, you don't have those kind of family obligations. So this is a time for you to go out of your way to learn, to sharpen